from the disk. We'll start by loading the scene file. Replace that. And the purpose of this tip is to stop this heel controller from going through this floor object. Now, under Command tab, we'll go to Variable and click New Variable and drag this to the very top of the list. So this gets executed before any of these other expressions that we already have there. Now we're going to call this floor limit. And now under expression, we'll drop down and find the clamp expression. And the clamp expression basically takes an input value and figures out if it's lower than the minimum value, then it returns the minimum value, and if it's higher than the maximum value, it returns the maximum value. So in this case, we're looking to see if this y-axis is higher or lower than this other object, higher y-axis. So I'm going to click the y-axis on my object and left click next to the buffer field and cut and paste this into the original value. This is the value that we're checking. And then this should also be the last value. So if this object's y-axis is higher than itself, which it never will be, it will just keep returning its own value. So, however, this is the sort of check that we're doing, which is that if it's any lower than this, and we'll check that by clicking the left mouse button next to the buffer again, after picking the floor object and the y-axis, pasting this in here, and then now we right click next to where it says clamp. If we debug now, we can see that once we go below that floor object, the value up here sort of starts returning the minimum value of this object instead of this one here. But we're still not limiting it, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go into channels and we're going to pick this object here in the item list, heal, and hit the little plus button, and then make sure that this turns out to be the Y position of this object. So now when I drag down, it will stop at the floor and we'll stop that going through.